Hi guys.
Hello, Vladik. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining. My name is Orel. I'm replacing Andrew on his absence. Andrew is currently on KubeCon. Today is March 25th. 25th. Welcome to the KubeVirt community meeting. Before we get started, please add your name to the attendees. If you are new to the community and you want to introduce yourselves, please speak up. I'll take that as no one is new or want to introduce themselves. So let's start with the schedule check-in. KubeVirt 1.8 was released yesterday. There's a link to the mailing list announcement. Congratulations. Vladik, do you want to say a few words about the occasion?
I think it was a really difficult birth. We accomplished so much. There were so many new features released. About 25, if I'm not mistaken, just features, but also um, a lot of reworks and stabilization has been done. So congrats to everyone. It was I think it was a huge release.
Yes, congratulations to everyone. Hope it will be useful. And after KubeVirt 1.10 was released, that means that the web season for 1.9 has started. So usually we say submit your webs, but we have so many webs. So please review webs. I think it's even more important because we have so many, like 76 or so. So please join us in the effort to review webs. I see someone has his hand raised. Itamar.
Yeah, I just want to say that in this release, it will be the first time that we will try to assign explicit reviewers and approvers to webs, which means that some of the webs might not be included in the release if we will be lacking too many approvers and reviewers. So this is just another call out for everyone to participate in reviews and to take upon themselves to review webs. It is very appreciated and important.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Vladi.
yeah. If I may add to this, yeah, we definitely need to clean up the tracker. There are really many new webs that has been added there that I'm not entirely sure if they are still relevant. So I will start with the cleanup today, but just in general, if you see that there are some webs that are no longer shepherded by anyone or have no owner, please say anything about it. And the other thing that I wanted to mention is that we also have the web agent running, and this should help us with basically tracking all the progress around this. There are new columns that has been added to the tracker, and they represent the PRs that are associated with the proposal itself and with the web implementation. So this should be our main interface to kind of see what's needed to review. So if you look in a specific web, all the information about this could be on the tracker as well. Beyond this, the web agent will tell us the urgency of looking at particularly like how the progress of this web is going. Is it green, yellow, or red? And then it also will propose it provides some indication of how likely the web is going to make it until the end of the given freeze. Yeah. So the other thing that I also want to say is that web owners, people who are submitting webs, they basically are the ones who are responsible for the web. So they need to advertise it. They need to talk about it. They need to look for reviewers. Those who are more active have traditionally have more traction. And thank you everyone.
To Vladik, one more thing, there is a VEP meeting every other week on Tuesdays. And also, if you are a VEP owner, please don't submit your VEP on the last day. It's not cool and it will not get reviewed. So please try to review VEPs first and then author more VEPs. Thank you. So let's continue to the next point in the agenda. Itamar, please take it away.
So we found a bug related to the multi-hypervisor support. Basically, the setups that are affected is nodes that don't have the dev KVM device and that use emulation. Basically, the bug fix is already LGTM and approved, and we will backport it. One thing that was raised is whether we should make another quick release with this bug fix, because it will effectively break every setup that uses emulation. So just wanted to hear thoughts about this.
Federico, are you listening?
Yes and no. So I think what's the topic? So maybe the answer is no. I was not listening.
Itamar, maybe you can repeat because Itamar, I know that Federico was busy with other things.
Yeah, for sure. So Federico, it's the thing that we talked about in a previous meeting today.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's regarding the zero release. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that we have to cut a zero release. Maybe it makes sense from this perspective. I will also ask Lubo offline what it thinks, but to me it maybe would, because this is something one of the big issue here is this is a bug related to one of the big feature that we shipped here. So I don't like the fact that we shipped something bugged,
Yeah, I agree. And then Itamar, does it affect really everyone or those who enable the feature gate of multi-hypervisors?
Yeah, no, sadly it affects everyone. And by everyone, I mean only, nodes without the KVM device. Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah, but this is clearly a regression. If someone was using it, is not able to use it anymore. So
yeah,
we have to.
Yeah, I agree. But I saw that this PR was kind of not merged yet, and even in main, we need to backport this.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look on the backport, and then we will be able to cut a new release.
Yeah, it's currently LGTM and approved. It just need to pass CI and then that to be backported.
Just a quick comment to say this is a regression. Do we actually support and assert emulation anywhere upstream? I don't think there's any coverage for it, right?
Yeah, we used to have end-to-end tests that never ran, so we decided to drop them. And this is the second time that emulation gets broken. The previous time was a few months ago, and the people who actually discovered it last time were HCO. I guess it's the same people now, right?
Yep. Thank you for Mahsham.
Okay, cool. I do have a multi-arch emulation VEP actually for the next cycle, so I can potentially look at addressing that part of it later on. I don't think we need it straight away, but yeah, I can do it in 1.9.
HCO is the hyperconverged operator. It's mainly used in OpenShift virtualization.
So how do you fix it so it will not happen again?
Well,
Introducing the tests.
So what can be, I think one thing that other project did is to use the emulation, and maybe this project should also run something very, very basic to see that it works. Like either another lane or even a GitHub action that does it.
Yeah, like I said, I'm happy to look into this. It's like I've potentially got some additional emulation work I want to do in 1.9, so I can take that. I'll write up an issue after this and link it and everything.
Yeah, thank
Thank you, Lee. Okay, let's continue. The next item, there is a call for web reviewers. I think we discussed it. And I think it's Asif asked if anyone can review webs even if there aren't a reviewer. Yes, of course, everyone can review webs. If you are not a reviewer, it's one of the ways to get a reviewer status. Anyone can review webs. It's encouraged to review webs. It's also encouraged to review PRs. So please review as much as you can. Any other items on the agenda anyone wants to raise?
But
Yes.
my question is, so we talked about having an assigned reviewer per web. So I'm talking about who is able to become a assigned reviewer, the point person for that particular.
Asif, I think what we were by this approver and reviewers, we're kind of looking for people who will help bring this web and the associated PRs over the line towards the end. So someone to consult with, someone to review, and you can review, you can LGTM PRs in KubeVirt. So I think anyone.
Yes, Eddie.
Sorry. Yeah, I just want to say, I want to emphasize something because it's confusing, and I think it's very important to make it clear. Everyone can do reviews on anything, webs, PRs, issue, whatever you want. You should do it because then you will learn and you can contribute to the community. That's great. But for example, assignees for review assignees and review approvers, this is something that we want to implement now because it's important that specific ones will also do it. So you need the approvers, for example. Let's in reality, the approvers will trust some people that are very familiar with that domain. Will trust their review, and you need to plan for this in advance. So please plan for this in advance. Try to find those people, probably either here or in their specific SIG meetings, so you will have support on your changes.
Right. Any other comments on this topic or any other agenda items that anyone wants to raise? Then let's go into the open floor. Andre, do you want to talk about your bullet point?
Yes. We are developing a solution based on KVM to have Windows guest VMs using VirtGL, and we are putting the pieces together. But this is based on a solution called Venus that is part of KMU 9.2 and so on. Today we are manually changing it and using in our own environment, but we would like to know if the version 9.2 is already part of KubeVirt 1.8.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think we are using QEMU 10.
I think 10. It's
Yeah, I just checked. Sorry. Yeah, we are already using 10. Sorry. So you should have it.
Great.
10.1. It should be.
That's all I need to know. Then I can make everything happen without changing the code. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. I saw that there was another point by Lee. Lee, have you removed it?
It was a comment in reply to that. Yeah, I was looking at a stale branch from a while ago. I wasn't looking at 1.8. So yeah, I was just replying with the versions.
Great. Any other open flow items anyone wants to raise? I don't see any PRs, mailing lists, or interesting bugs here. Flaky tests that were fixed. Nanya, do you want to discuss your flaky test that was fixed?
Yeah, there's one flake for the NAD live update feature, and we have a fix. I will link it here in the doc. And the fix is under review. It got an approve and it needs an LGDM.
Thank you very much. Any other interesting topics anyone wants to raise, or we can have 11 minutes back? Kind reminder, there is the SIG compute call in 10 minutes.
I participated in long time ago in a community meeting like this one, and someone bring that there was a talk to the IBM to have KubeVirt on mainframes. Any status on that?
I can say something about that. KubeVirt runs great on mainframes. We ported it to the S390X architecture, and let's see, there's a couple talks about it that I could provide you links to. One of the things that we found was that, that there are 3 different hypervisors available on the S390X architecture. There's the LPAR, which is comparable to a bare metal install for a worker node. There's the ZVM, which is the original virtualization that VMware was based on, and that ZVM is still based on at IBM. And of course, also we can run KVM on a Linux node. We find that when the worker nodes are deployed themselves on LPARs, which is comparable to a bare metal install, that's where we get the best performance out of the virtual machines running under KubeVirt or as tested and released under OpenShift, Red Hat OpenShift virtualization. So I hope that clears everything up.
Thank you so much. If you are able to provide in the paper the links, can be very helpful.
Yes, I'll add them to this when I get the best ones, because there's a few, and
Okay.
I'd love to share all of that with you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, no problem.
Do you want to go next?
Yes, so I had a quick question. So we have the on GitHub on issues, we have like the Dosu bot I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but the bot responds on issues, and I was looking at the bot's like the website for this bot, and it says it can also update like wiki based on code changes, and I was wondering if that is something this bot actively already does, or does it only comment on issues right now? And who set the bot up? Just wondering.
So funny. I mean, we started with this bot because it was free from CNCF, and basically we just went with the default configuration, and the default configuration is that it looks at the repo and looks at all the available documentation around it, and then it kind of based on what we provide in as documentation in the repo, it would reply. So I think Daniel Hiller set it up, but I do have access to it, and I think some other people also have access to it. We could make changes. I was worried that recently that it makes mistakes, but and I wasn't sure how to how to fix it or how to make it better. If you have ideas how to utilize it better, then we could make any changes there.
Okay, sounds good.
You, any other topics?
Actually, Eddie, you were looking at an alternative for the code review agent. Keep forgetting its name.
Yeah,
Do you have,
sorcery.
yeah.
So the current one, but this is not on the issue, it's on the code review. So current one that we use is sorcery, and I was looking, comparing with CodeRabbit, and I need to post a proposal about it, yes, to move to CodeRabbit. I will post it very soon.
Perfect. Thank you.
Great. Any other topics one last time? And thank you everyone for joining. See you in 5 minutes at the C-Compute meeting. Have a nice rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Thank you. I'll see ya.